Okay, here at the LINQ. Now, before I go through, I want to tell you that is a killer crossing. You never get through. I eventually risked my life and crossed. I do not recommend you do that. Let me be the risky one. You do the safe thing. So here we go. You've got Margaritaville on this side. It was always popular, you know. Margaritaville is now part of the Caesars Entertainment Group. Total Rewards players card. As you come in, you've got a digital screen to find out what's happening, and you've got lounge and bar. It's all about bars, 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 and more bars. Tickets to the high roller, which is actually the wheel. Now it's called the high roller because it's all about gambling, guys. Okay, if you don't know what these names mean. Last time I actually showed you this area. It wasn't totally fully operational, but now it is. Squeeze, fresh cocktails, and of course a little bit further up you got entrance to quad, and you've got a side entrance to quad here too. So quad now is very strategically placed if you are interested in coming to the LINQ without much effort. I see people with laptops. Of course, this is where you come. Starbucks, very beautifully decorated actually. I want to show you from the outside. Very beautiful. Can you see it? No? Very beautifully decorated. This is where you come to have free internet when you realize that you may have to pay for the additional devices when you stay at quad. Only one device included in the resort fee. Very annoying. I don't get that. What about, you know, are we all traveling solo? Or do we only have to have one laptop per group? Nonetheless, that's just me criticizing. I have to be critical. Today I've decided I'm not going to tell you everything is hunky-dory. You know why? Because it wouldn't be a review. So you get music, loud, everything, you know, be prepared to all of that. This is not what Vegas used to be a while ago, but now Vegas is more about trying to get money from the non-gamblers. Because not everybody gambles these days. People are getting smart. And I hand it to you, you're very smart if you don't gamble. I gamble too much. And but sometimes it's nice because we get comped everywhere, so that's nice. So that's the new entrance to Flamingo. It's kind of close to that buffet, but I did show you where you end up if you keep going that way in a different video of the LINQ. This is O'Shea's, which used to be separate, but now it's part of the same group, at least for now. The same group as Flamingo, you know, Quad, which is Caesars Entertainment Group, part of Total Rewards. But you don't have to have a membership, you know, I mean, if you come to Vegas often, you have all players cards ever. You have all of them. Total Rewards, M Life, Be Connected, boarding pass, and the M, you know, everything, absolutely everything, and it's worth it because you play a little bit here, there, everywhere, and you get comped. So this is an American kitchen and tequila bar. As you can see, the emphasis is a lot on drinks and food, not buffets, but just, you know, if you want a bite to eat. And now I keep walking towards the LINQ. This area was closed last time. It opened at around March, so about a couple of months ago. It's June 2014. And that's the wheel there. Rumor has it that it was built by the same, correct me if I'm wrong, by the same engineers that built the wonderful wheel in London. The huge wheel in London. It's massive and it's full. It works beautifully. So obviously they smartly got the same engineers to build a fully functional wheel here. It didn't even take that long actually. And it works. Unlike the one that unfortunately was planned by in front of Mandalay Bay that seemed to have had structural problems from the very beginning and it was stopped. And that's why when I show you the room of Mandalay Bay, the one that we had was actually overlooking that half-built wheel, which is kind of sad if you think about it. I think about it. I always think when I see those things, I think, oh my God, is that where my money went as I was gambling and now they want more of my money very quickly? Tell me you didn't think that. Okay, so here you've got food, art, music, entertainment, so many other places to drink and eat and music and sports bars. It's really, you've worked it out, okay? It's trying to attract the young Although, from what you can see, there are a lot of middle-aged people walking around. And, oh, I do love this. I'm gonna go straight into this mist of humidity, a little bit of hydration. I'm gonna go right into it. Not enough, not enough. Cocktail company, you see, I mean, it is pretty, isn't it? What I like about it that they've made, this is entertainment, you know, they did build Paris, right? So obviously they know how to build something that it's pretty. And it is pretty, no doubt about it. I think it attracts pretty much everybody. I mean, it's one of the many things that you get to see, right? And this is for free unless you pay for the wheel, which probably you should do, probably. Nice little fountains, multicolor, and it's really nice, gotta admit. I'm somebody who likes comfortable spas and comfortable beds and everything comfortable, but I think this is fun to come here too as well. It's fun to come here as well. Here there is a relatively close stop for the monorail now. All of a sudden the monorail becomes relevant more than before because there's a stop here. So remember that. You can come to the wheel. Say you stay at MGM Grand and there's no way you should be walking all that strip, all along that south to mid strip, horrible section that I showed you. You should just get onto the monorail. It's a lot better. Unless you have to lose some pounds and after these huge buffets, and then you might as well come and walk here. After all, you will get to see the Bellagio, so that's nice. It's never ending. Never ending. I am trying to shake as little as possible, but I'm walking, so I apologize for that. I mean, it is immense. When you actually come to the bottom of the wheel, it is immense. I have the same feeling when I'm at the bottom of the London wheel. I think that might be a bit bigger, but look at how big it is. You don't get to see. I mean, it's difficult from a video, really. I'll see if I can show you better. Here, by the way, you buy your tickets again, as you can see. I'll show you the pricing, Special summer pricing 2014. 30-minute ride, air-conditioned cabin, $20 before 6 o'clock for adults. And of course, there's a discount for children and youth. Children actually go free under 12. Daytime family pack, adult ride is a lot more expensive. It's $34 because you get to see all the lights. So, you know, yeah, I mean, if you want to see it at night, you're gonna have to pay $35 per person if you're adults. Oh, there is a family pack. But, you know, there's no special, doesn't seem to be a discount for groups of adults. So, you know, $20 is nothing, is it? I think I just spent several $100s just gambling. Oh, God. Well, I won some money, but I also lost it the next day. Okay, but then I got comped, so it works out, doesn't it? And see, look at how beautiful. I mean, can you see when they're moving, they stop, and it's gorgeous. They change color as you approach, you know, because of the light effect. And then there they go. It's really huge, guys. Now, I hope it's giving you an idea. I'm going to keep walking, but I think over beyond this is just a car park. Nothing much to it. And then there's monorail there. Can you see the monorail stop? Really handy. These days, it's just the thing to do if you don't want to walk. Okay, so now we're going to have a separate video for the actual experience of the high roller, which is actually the wheel. We have a different video for that. Otherwise, these videos last too long, I realize. See? That's the monorail right there. So, it's pretty, isn't it? Very pretty, guys. Harrah's is right there, so if you stop at Harrah's, you're quite close. Quite close. I mean, it's never really that close. And now I'm walking back, and I'm going to stop the video, but I wanted to tell you before that, this is the thing you can do for free, except for, of course, getting onto the wheel itself, which I suppose you should do. Especially if it's the first time, you know, your first time. But it is actually only $20 in the day and $35 at night plus taxes. So it's going to work out about $40 per person at night. There are lots of other things you can do for free. It depends on what you like. In Vegas and around Vegas. And I have discovered several new ones. And I'm not talking about the LINQ. And we talk about that on top-buffet.com. We have a section titled, I was reading something, sorry guys. We have a section titled Must See, Must Do in Vegas. And then several subsections, and we have updated it with the new discoveries. Hopefully you will also agree that they're really cool. And hopefully that will cover every taste for every type of guest or visitor of Vegas. And we also have sections for those who just want to come here and get tipsy. Okay guys, I don't want to shake anymore as I'm walking. It's not fair on you, I apologize. Okay, so is it worth coming here? Well, it depends if you want to go onto the wheel. I think most people that come here, except for those who come and have a bite to eat, they come for the wheel. And why shouldn't they? It's the only real attraction here. You don't really get the feeling of Vegas anymore. For that, you have to go to other areas, but it's fun nonetheless. And I'm sure many young people will love it, but I see lots of, as I say, not anymore so young, no longer so young. It's very hot, I tell you straight up. There are better times to come to Vegas if you are sensitive to heat, and we talk about that on top-buffet.com, because I tell you, I'm fit. I go to the gym every day and I swim, and this heat in June, walking around everywhere, it's taking a toll on me, guys. What's going on? But actually it's important, because I need to tell you, some of you, yes, you'll need your bottle of water, you probably need your hat and your sunglasses, but even so, you might be suffering from heat stroke sometimes. So remember that if you're sensitive, if you cannot walk, if you have circulation issues, blood pressure issues, bear all that in mind. Don't start being overly adventurous, and then you're gonna get, you're just stretching yourself too much. Otherwise, if you're fit, no problem. You can walk everywhere with a little bit of inconvenience here, there, and everywhere. Don't get sidetracked by the casinos. Otherwise, when you come to the attraction, you have no money left. Okay, guys, hopefully many tips to be found on top-buffet.com. Do not hesitate. Do not hesitate to ask us any questions, guys and girls. We will answer as soon as we stop being on the road. Sometimes we answer while we're on the road, but only a limited amount of questions. And then when we stop and we take a break, then we go through all the questions. And hopefully, you know, we'll get back to you in a decent time, in a timely manner. Okay, guys, I'm gonna turn and leave you with the LINQ, the fully operational LINQ, and the beautiful wheel. $20 per person in the day, $35 plus tax at night per adult. Okay, guys, see you on top-buffet.com. Bye-bye. Hi guys, a little addendum actually just occurred to me. If you really want to see the whole of Vegas from a really high structure, you might want to go to the Stratosphere. The Stratosphere tower is very tall. You get to see absolutely everything from there. But we talk about that on top-buffet.com, of course. But I'm not saying the wheel is not good. I'm saying the Stratosphere tower is taller. But it's a little bit of a different, it's no strip, so you have to see downtown Vegas as well. So just a little tip there. Prices are very similar, you know, you're not going to save any money either way. But this is a cool place to be, especially because it's right here on the strip, in the midsection of the strip. Bye bye guys, see you on top-buffet.com.